Hello, Tattoo Shop Talk. It's Yuris here. Don't you think it's nice to see what you're doing? We certainly think so. So today we're talking about lights. What's up, friends? Today we're talking about lights. Today we will talk about really small lights, and we'll talk about big lights, and we talk about even bigger lights. And then we also talk why we don't want to talk about these mediocre average size lights. So let's talk about lights, and these lights in particular would fall into like a budget section because they're not really expensive. But they do their job, so they're fine lights. When you're tattooing, piercing, or doing almost anything, it's nice to see what you're doing. And therefore, some good lights help you. It's good when in the environment you're working in, you already have good lights, but sometimes you are in a weird corner or you're working in a space where you need extra light. So that's when all these extra lights come in handy. So let's talk about big lights first. Why I like big lights? Because they're big. Not the very big one, but these. Actually, I bought these when I started to shoot all this madness, and I left them in the shop and they turned out handy. They are fairly big lights and they have wide beam. Especially with that diffuser, it helps a lot to have the soft light and it doesn't cast too much shadows. So if you put it in a place roughly where you want it to be, you can leave it there and you can work all the session and you will see everything what you do. Also, the good thing about them is that they are powerful enough and you can have them a bit further away, so you don't have to worry about touching them or like wrapping them with something and then unwrapping, because they are away from the place where you work, either you're piercing, tattooing, or whatever. If you want to step up your game, then you can get very big light, and it's called the boom stand that it's on. So it has that situation, so you can have it away from where you work but hanging over the place where the stuff is actually happening, and it can be almost above the area where you work. Therefore, better light, less shadows. Negative things on these lights are only the size of them, because they are pretty big, so they take up some space. But if you have the space, it's really a good idea to have those. The bigger light with the boom stand, it takes even more space, and there's that counterweight hanging, so it takes more space, but it's better. So that's all up to you. If you have that space or you don't have it, that's where you choose one or another. Also, on any of those lights, it's a good idea to have a little sandbags on, because just to keep them steady. Since they are on the budget kind, they're not very heavy and it's easy to tip them over. So it's good to be safe, safety first. Throw some sandbags on there. Stick to the end and I'll show you some tricks with the sandbags, because we all are in the cities and it's hard to find just sand or some small rocks, but stick to the end. Now let's talk about this kind of lights and why I'm not a big fan of them. These are small lights. If you put them close enough, they also gives enough light. These lights have to be really close to the place where you work, to your subject, and then you have to wrap them, and when you work them you have to move them around and they get in the way. You catch them, you start to fight with them, they head bump you, so that's the annoying part. Plus, you have to wrap it, and there's always a chance of getting stuff dirty because it's just so close. That's why I'm not a big fan of these lights. I'm sure if you go in the more expensive lights, you can find also light that gives enough light. It's soft light, it doesn't cast shadows, also in a smaller size. But if we're not going into some fancy stuff, then these are okay, but they're definitely not good. Plus, these all lights, they're not too expensive. I will link all the names and links to them in description, but I think this pair of two is around 40 to 50 euros and the Big Daddy one is around 40 euros on its own. So it's not too bad, plus they come with these huge light bulbs. And now let's talk about small lights, why these are good. These are particularly good because they are on your head and it's right about place where you work. So if you have it on, your hands are just in front of you, and if there's some shadow or anything, you can move your head around and you can see everything what you're doing. With these lights, there's some things to keep in mind when you're choosing them. I have two here, they both are pretty cheap. This one is one I got from some hiking shop, and it worked fine. This one comes with batteries, so you have to remember to have spare batteries with you, or you have to remember to buy some rechargeable and keep them charged. But it's a fine light. It have 3 settings, one brighter than another, and I worked on the least bright setting, because if you work on the brightest one, it's just too bright. Maybe you see everything fine when you're tattooing, but if you look at some white sheet of paper, you're just blind for a couple minutes. All you will see will be some blue dots. This other one I got recently, it's a very small light. It gives enough light for you to work with, and it's rechargeable. It comes in a really small box, and it comes with this USB cable, and it plugs into any charger for a phone or computer, and you can charge it up. It says on papers that it lasts around 4 hours. I tried, it worked 3 hours fine, just being constantly on. So you have to remember, if you have breaks, throw it on the charger, or it's so cheap that I get two of them and keep them charged all the time. The cool stuff about this light is you can turn it on, you can turn it off just with a wave of your hand. Ha, ha. The distance of that switch is around 15 centimeters, so if you work really close, that might not be a good idea, but it also works on just manual setting. And it's USB rechargeable, and both of them are water resistant or even waterproof, so if something happens, you can always clean it and wipe it down. Some things to look into when you're buying these lights is don't go for the most expensive one, because they start from few euros and can go up to a couple hundred, but mostly they are meant for like hiking and kind of survival situations, and you might end up having some extra things you don't need, like emergency lights, some red light on the back. Some of them are just too strong in their light. They give too much light and it will be impossible to work. And also a little thing, but very useful thing, is when you check that this strap can be removed from the back. Because if you use it a lot and you work with it and you have long sessions, things get sweaty. And if you don't have a chance to take the strap off and wash it, I know some people who complain that they paid a lot of money for their light and it sucks to keep it clean and nice to work with. So that's a little tip, but it's very useful to look into when you're buying these lights. When you're choosing any lights, the most important thing is the light itself. Is it good enough? Is it covering enough the area that you're working with? Is it comfortable to work in that light? Is it nice color? But that's all a matter of trying and seeing what works for you. But I hope these little tips will help you to choose the light for you and improve your work. And now it's the pro tip on what to do with sandbags. We have a little sandbag here, and you will wonder, we are in the city, where will I get sand? Where will I get small rocks to fill it with? Don't worry, anything heavy works. For example, this particular one is filled with a refreshing beverage that you can have a drink after a session, crack a cold one with your colleague and be fine. So there's always a solution. These here are my favorite lights to use. We use them in our shop on daily basis. Sometimes we use big ones, sometimes we use small ones, depends on situation. What's the lights you are using for tattooing, piercing, or whatever you're doing, or what lights you are looking forward to get? Put it in the comment below. How all these lights are called and all the details will be below the video. In the description section you can find affiliate links there. And thanks for watching. Subscribe if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.